So how much meaning can you really pack into a single phrase? Well, according to the philosopher Syed Nursi, the phrase Bismillah, or in the name of God, isn't just a simple blessing. For him, it's a key that unlocks a totally different way of seeing reality. It's a source of inexhaustible strength and, believe it or not, a word spoken by the entire universe. Today, we're going to unpack that huge idea, using his work as our guide.
Nursi kicks things off with this incredible story. Picture two men setting out across a huge, dangerous desert. One of them is, well, he's arrogant, he's relying only on himself, his own strength, his own name. But the other guy, he's humble. Before he even starts, he gets the protection of a powerful tribal chief, and he travels in that chief's name. Now here's where it gets interesting. The arrogant traveler is in constant fear. He's begging for every little thing, he gets attacked by bandits, and his journey is just miserable. But the humble traveler, he moves with total confidence. Bandits stop him, and he just says, "I'm traveling in the name of this great chief." And poof, they leave him alone. He's shown respect everywhere he goes, all because of the name he carries.
So you can probably guess this isn't just a story about a road trip. It's really a parable about a secret, a fundamental secret to how you navigate the world. The difference between failure and safety, Nursi says, all comes down to whose name you're acting in.
And this is where he brings it all home. He says, look, you are that traveler. This world, it's the desert. Your own personal weakness, your needs, they're limitless. And the enemies you face, from everyday struggles to deep anxieties, they feel endless too. So here's the point. If you try to face all of that in your own name, you're just going to get overwhelmed. But if you act in the name of the world's eternal sovereign, you connect your limitless weakness to a limitless power. And right there, everything changes.
He gives us another great example to make this stick. Think about a single soldier. By himself, he's just one person. But when he acts in the name of the state, suddenly he can do things and face challenges he could never handle alone. He's not afraid because he's not leaning on his own personal strength. He's backed by the entire power of the government. That, Nursi says, is the kind of power Bismillah gives you.
But here's where the idea gets even bigger. Nursi doesn't just see this as a rule for humans. He argues that all of creation, everything in nature, operates this way. It's like nature itself is constantly, silently saying Bismillah. I mean, think about it. How on earth does a tiny, powerless-looking seed carry the entire blueprint for a massive tree inside of it?
Or how does a soft, gentle root find the strength to literally split hard rock and push through dense soil? It has to be acting with a power that's way beyond its own.
And what about those delicate, paper-thin green leaves? How did they survive months of scorching heat? For Nursi, these aren't just random biological facts. They're proof of things acting in a higher name, doing what should be totally impossible on their own. So, in this view, every tree is saying Bismillah and then offering us fruit from this treasury of mercy. Every garden says Bismillah and becomes like a divine kitchen, cooking up countless kinds of food. Even animals like cows and camels, he says, say Bismillah and become these fountains of pure, life-giving milk. They're all like couriers, delivering divine gifts to us in God's name. Okay, so this brings up a pretty logical question, right? If all these amazing, invaluable gifts are being delivered to us constantly, what's the price? What does the true owner of all this stuff want in return? And this isn't just a philosophical question. Nursi argues that there is a very real, very specific price being asked for this constant flow of blessings. And here's the answer, laid out in 3 simple parts. The price is, first, zikr, or remembrance. That just means starting with Bismillah. Second is fikr, or contemplation, really seeing that the gift you're receiving is a miracle of power, a gift of mercy from a divine source. And third is shukr, gratitude, ending with alhamdulillah, or praise be to God. So it's remembrance at the start, gratitude at the end, and that crucial moment of reflection right in the middle. All right, now we're going to go even deeper. Nursi says the full phrase, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, in the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful, isn't just a sentence. It's actually a description of 3 divine signatures stamped right onto the fabric of reality. Yeah, he calls them seals or sikkahs. Think of them like watermarks of divine action that you can see at different levels of existence. The entire phrase, he says, is like a map that guides you to see these 3 seals. And here's how it all breaks down. The first part, Bismillah, points to the seal of unity you see across the entire universe, how galaxies, stars, and atoms all work together in this one grand cooperative system. The second part, Ar-Rahman, the most gracious, points to the seal of nurturing and order you see right here on earth, all the intricate systems that support life. And the third part, Ar-Rahim, the most merciful, points to the seal of compassion and mercy that you can see right in the heart of humanity itself. So you go from the whole cosmos, down to our planet, and then right into the individual person.
So what's the big takeaway here? Why does all of this matter? Well, according to Nursi, the whole point of this phrase is to be the ultimate bridge, the key that connects our small, finite lives to an infinite source of mercy. And that brings us to his final powerful point. He concludes that Bismillah is the number one key to a vast treasury. It's the tool that lets a being with infinite needs, that's us, tap into an infinite source of help. It turns our weakness into the most powerful and accepted plea you could possibly make. It's a pretty profound thought to end on, isn't it? In a world that feels so complex, this explanation really pushes you to ask a different kind of question. What if the greatest keys to understanding our place in the universe and to finding strength in it are actually hidden in the simplest, most foundational words we have?